In recent years, this stunning stretch of coast on the Tasman Peninsula has mostly been recognised as the southernmost home of the annual Falls Festival. But 2.5 centuries ago, it was simply home to the Palawa people. And it had an entirely different name and identity to those that roamed and fished and slept here. So why do we now know this place as Marion Bay?
250 years today, Marc-Joseph Marion du Fresne set anchor in the bay right behind me. Whilst he wasn't the first white man to set eyes on Tasmanian shores, he was the first white man to have an encounter with the Aboriginal people of Tasmania. While it began peacefully, it didn't last. Marion sent 2 undressed men to shore, bearing objects such as cloth and a mirror. They then tried to send more boats down, but upon doing so, that's when the conflict started.
A miscommunication saw the situation deteriorate. The Aboriginals produced spears and waddies, and the French produced guns, killing 1 Aboriginal and leaving several injured.
So I've heard this first encounter likened to an alien landing. The Aborigines must have seen it in the same way we might see little green men descending from the heavens.
It set the tone for many of the violent interactions between the colonisers and the Indigenous populations of Tasmania in the decades that followed.
Marion left here and set sail towards New Zealand, where he was ultimately killed. Despite the bloodshed, as you can see, his name remains.
You don't name things after murderers. You know, we have done, but I think it's time we change that and named it after the person, the victim in this, and I think that's an important step that we need to take as a country.
There are calls for a truth-telling body to educate the public on past abuses against Aboriginal people. Until then, we will always be looking through a white lens at a black landscape. Geordie Gregg, ABC News, Marion Bay.